Hi there, I'm meteorologist Elena Josiah with a look at your Sunday afternoon's tropical weather update. We are keeping you posted with the latest flood advisories. Thanks for joining us. It's a wet afternoon indeed. If you're in these island territories, Antigua and Barbuda and the rest of the Leeward Islands continue to be drenched by this feeder band that continues to pour its rain on our islands. It has since moved towards the north from Guadeloupe and is now impacting the islands of Antigua, Barbuda, Montserrat, and St. Kitts Nevis has just reported to us that there are some flooding taking place in the roadways, but straight away you could see that the cloud mass is spinning and is taking it towards the north. It's moving away from the island chain. There are no tropical storm or hurricane advisories or hurricane watches or warnings for us to talk about, neither tropical storm watches or warnings for us to talk about. Those have been dropped. As of 11 a.m. this morning, Hurricane Tammy was located near latitude 19.1 degrees north and 63.0 degrees west. It is moving towards the northwest, meaning it's moving away from the island territory, moving towards the northwest at 9 miles per hour. Currently, the winds have decreased and now they are 80 miles per hour, and we are looking at a pressure of 992 millibars. Still a messy satellite imagery. Some of the clouds are still located in this general location, still continue to pull up towards the north, and the instability that's associated with this particular line will linger over our Twin Island state not only for this afternoon but at least going on into tonight. Already the GFS rainfall outlook suggests that we are going to be having some drier atmospheric conditions funneling up until Tuesday. By Tuesday, most of this weather would have been lifted towards the north. You're seeing the dryness and the green showing up around here, meaning the atmosphere is now drying out. So going on into tonight and going on into tomorrow, you can expect to have decreasing shower activity. But notwithstanding, the current situation continues to warrant us keeping an eye on the flood advisories and the flood watches and the flood warnings. When I speak to you about a flood warning, it means that flooding is imminent or it's occurring and it's a dangerous particular situation. If I speak to you about the advisory, remember that is referencing flooding that is occurring but is not life-threatening. And for those of you who are under watch, remember it speaks about major flooding possible but is not imminent. Let's put it all together. So we're having flood advisories or flood warnings continue for Antigua, Barbuda, and Montserrat. Why? Because of those rainy conditions. That band is still with us, and we know that this particular band will continue onto this afternoon. So the flood warnings will continue until 8 o'clock tonight. We have posted a flood advisory for St. Kitts and Nevis. Why? Because we are noticing that the rainy conditions are now spreading over those islands. We have had reports from our Met guys in St. Kitts that the streets are now flooded. So we want to make sure that you are safe. This particular video is to make sure that you are safe. So if you're in Nevis, remember that the conditions are now spreading northwards in your vicinity and you should take heed. So if you see flooded roadways, please be careful of that. Notwithstanding, it's not necessarily life-threatening, but we're going to be monitoring this particular situation, and if it warrants that we issue a warning, we will do so. But those warnings continue for Antigua and Barbuda and Montserrat, and we are noticing that thunderstorm activity continues in that general location. And if you're in Anguilla, only a flood watch right now. Remember that this flood watch can be upgraded to a warning or an advisory at short notice. Remember, all that is happening. Why? Because we're still having Hurricane Tammy in our neck of the woods, continues to produce this large feeder band that continues to drop some rainfall on us. It is moving towards the north. So residents of Antigua and Barbuda, Montserrat, and St. Kitts and Nevis, please continue to monitor this particular situation going down into the evening hours when the watches and warnings will be revised. I want to thank you for choosing us right here at the Antigua and Barbuda Meteorological Services as your trusted source to keep you updated with respect to what is taking place in the Leeward Islands and the British Virgin Islands. Remember, the weather will always change, but you keep weathering your weather in spite of the weather. Whether you like it or not, give us a thumbs up And those of you who are logging on to YouTube, we want to thank you for subscribing. Share this page with everyone that you know, because for us here is to keep you engaged and also to give you an early warning system with respect to what our mandate is as meteorological officers with the World Meteorological Organization. I'm Leonard Josiah. Be safe for the rest of the afternoon.